You wake up in the morning and what do? You get yourself ready to go to school. But you don't have to go to school this time because school is closed. School at home, school at home. Let's get ready for some school at home. School at home, school at home. It's time for school at home.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's start by looking at the date.
Today is Tuesday, May 19th. Tuesday, May 19th.
So far, we've learned about the coronavirus and how it can make us sick. We've also learned about wearing a face mask to help us stay healthy and safe. For today's lesson, we're going to review how to wash our hands really well, but also talk about what to do when we can't wash our hands in that moment and how using hand sanitizer can help us stay clean and healthy. Let's go. We have been learning about the coronavirus that has been spreading to people all over the world. Viruses are germs that can make people sick. Coronaviruses infect the respiratory tract and cause runny nose, cough, sore throat, and fevers. To stay healthy, you can wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Let's review the steps for how to wash your hands so we make sure you get rid of all the germs and stay healthy. First, you turn on the water and rinse your hands. Next, you get some soap. Then you want to rub your hands together for at least 20 seconds. It's a good idea to count out loud. When you're washing, scrub your hands together just like this. Make sure you scrub the top of your hands and also in between your fingers. It's a good idea to also scrub each finger individually. Then you rinse off your hands. You might have to turn the water back on. The last step is to dry your hands. You should try doing it at home while I model for you. Remember, the first step is to turn on the water. Then you get some soap. Rub your hands together for at least 20 seconds.
2, 3.
Make sure you scrub the top of your hand.
6, 7, 8.
Make sure you scrub in between your fingers.
11.
And also it's a good idea to scrub each and every finger.
14, 15.
You want to get all the germs off.
18, 19, 20.
Then you turn the water back on and rinse your hands. And the last step is to dry your hands. Perfect. Sometimes there's not a sink around for you to wash your hands. Maybe you just sneezed, or maybe you touched something. Maybe you just went to the store. After doing those things, it's a good idea to put on some hand sanitizer. You use the hand sanitizer until you can get to a sink. As soon as you get to a sink, it's a good idea to wash your hands. But let's practice how to put on hand sanitizer. First, you want to open the bottle and pour a little bit of hand sanitizer in your hand. Then you rub the hand sanitizer between your palms, and then you make sure it goes on the top of your hands as well. Scrub your hands just like if you were washing your hands, even in between your fingers. It's a good idea to keep scrubbing until your hands are completely dry. Practice doing it with me. Here's some hand sanitizer. The first thing I'm going to do is open it and then pour some into my hand, about the size of a coin. Then you scrub them just like if you were washing your hands. Make sure you get in between the fingers, the top of your hands, and the palm of your hands. And you want to keep doing this until it's totally dry. Now my hands are clean. Let's quickly talk about sometimes you might use hand sanitizer. Remember, we use hand sanitizer if there's no sink around. If you can't wash your hands, you can use hand sanitizer. And it's a good idea to use it before you eat any food. You want to make sure your hands are clean before you eat food. You also want to make sure you use a hand sanitizer after you blow your nose or you sneeze or you cough. Also a good idea to use hand sanitizer after you go into the community. So if you go to the grocery store, there's germs in there. So when you leave, you want to make sure you use some hand sanitizer. Same thing if you go out to buy some food. Even if you buy it to take out, you want to make sure you use hand sanitizer after. It's also a good idea to use hand sanitizer after you touch any doorknobs or light switches because those can get really dirty and filled with germs. So make sure you use hand sanitizer. Lastly, if you ever touch money, it's a good idea to use hand sanitizer after. Everyone's touching the money, so sometimes it gets super dirty, and you gotta keep your hands clean with some hand sanitizer. Awesome, thanks for learning with me. Bye.